All right. So the game randomly crashed. As a result, the stream crashed. So let me just get the stream pulled back up, make sure that we are, in fact, live. Looks like we are. Back live. Okay. So we're back live. Fantastic. Sorry about that. Now we'll just have two separate videos. Luckily, we weren't in the middle of a game or anything. But yes, so we will do our drills. We will and then move on to our next game, which I believe is the Saints. And we are cruising right now with Steve Ramirez. Already at silver at 42 seconds. I think that's pretty good. There is gold. All right. Dev trade upgrade? Show me dev trade upgrade. We have not had one so far this year during our training. I don't want to say it's necessarily frustrating because I know it's random, but we've gotten, I think, one a year. And so, not to say that we're expecting it, but it would be nice since it's already happened once. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to get back in time. We do. Look at the agility from the big man. There's silver. And there is gold. Just running in circles. This is definitely a realistic drill. Oh man, that's funny. I'm just trying to imagine like that is an actual NFL drill. That'd be pretty funny. Anyway. All right. So if you don't watch the first part of the stream before we got cut off because the game crashed. So the mistake that was made was while I was in conversation about football with the chat at the end of last stream, I accidentally simulated an extra week against the Bills, to which we lost pretty bad, actually. Went back, looked at the box score. It wasn't good. It was not a good game. We lost like 31-13. Nobody really had a good game. And so that was the mistake. Now, will it impact us? Probably not that bad, as long as we don't lose other games down the line. But it could, depending on what happens the rest of the season, prevent us from getting a first round bye or something like that in the playoffs. So could be impactful, but maybe not. I don't know. But it was definitely a mistake. Definitely a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass. And then what else did we have? We had a bye week, like little pregame pep talk thing. We are supposed to get Dorian Graham, the receiver that we just did this drill with. He needs to average 3 catches per game for the rest of the season. Let's go now. At least I think it just means for these last games, but I'm not sure. It's it's not super clear. It just says he needs to average 3 catches per game. I don't know if that's only for the games that we have for the rest of the season, or if we need to get him up to average 3 catches a year or 3 catches a game for the entire year. I don't know. But that'll be something that we're working on. We also, last episode, had really stupid goals bestowed upon us to get our running back Holly up to 1,700 yards rushing, which he is on pace to do, and Malik Neighbors 1,800 yards receiving, which he is actually on pace to do. So it's not that we are way out of pace for those things. It's just that that's a huge ask from anyone, let alone to ask that of 2 position players. Kind of kills the immersion a bit, the realism, because I know players individually in their minds might, every running back should go into a season being like, I'm going to rush for 2,000 yards, right? You should have that level of confidence when you're playing at the highest level, and if you are considered a starter, then you should expect to be the best player in the league. Anyway, but insane that they would put that as like, oh, coach, you've got to get this guy 1,800 yards receiving. That's wild. But anyway, I think the big one, though, is just going to be getting... What was it? It was getting Malik Neighbors. He was like, oh, I demand that I get like 40 rushing attempts for the rest of the year. And that's just asinine, if we're honest about it, because we only have a few plays. Because I can't, on the depth chart, I can't make him a running back and just run the football with him. Otherwise, that would be easy enough. But bigger issue, it's just like, it's just, I don't know, it really breaks the realism. Also, we had mock draft 2, and we were actually looking at maybe drafting a left tackle, and our trade of Dexter Lawrence to the Patriots for their first and I think third round pick this year has resulted so far in us projecting to have a top 3 pick. And we were looking at Artie Hogan here, who looks like he is potentially a generational talent. 6'6", 310, 22 years old, out of Texas. Grade to elite athlete, and A impact block, A run block, A lead block, A run block power, B pass block power. If his pass block is also an A, like, insane. So we might actually try to trade up from 3 to 1, depending on what happens in future mock drafts. But just wanted to make sure we got that out of the way. All right, so Vikings this week, and then the Saints the week after. I think we're all caught up on what was missed after the game crash. We have a new storyline, a team meeting. Fantastic. Let's take a look. What do we got? Let's talk about the Vikings. Absolutely, head coach Jeff Saturday. What did you see during film study? Who's answering this one? Joey Hawley. We can run on their defense. Oh, I like that. Good. Any player specifically? Both their defensive tackles. Apparently they don't have names. Right. So how should we attack that? I'm assuming run up the middle. Yep. How do we measure success? 2 rushing TDs for Hawley or 120 rushing yards. He's averaging over 100 yards per game, and he's maybe not averaging 2 touchdowns a game, but so we'll just go 125 rushing yards. I feel like we get that. We're a run first team. We've established that. I think 125 is not out of the realm of possibility. We rushed for 200 now a couple times. All right, so now we get to do drills again. Of course, we will go with contain QB scramble. Oh my goodness, JJ McCarthy is up to a 95 overall. How about that? How about that? And then defensively, we will do blitz counter. These are staples now in our preparation because it just seems to work the best. And then you might go, oh, well, why would you do that? Like if you are supposed to run the ball up the middle, why not do run the ball up the middle? Because when you do that, the game artificially decides that you can no longer run. Oh my goodness. The ball outside of the tackles. And I would rather have all my options available to me instead of limiting them. So that's why we do that. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog howling, but that is great. He is. He is howling. He is a hound. So it should not be surprising that he is howling. But he doesn't do it too much. And that was a good one. He was really going full-throated, like, "Ow." It was a long one. I hope you guys got to hear it, because that it's just so adorable. Hey, Bailey. What are you guys barking at? Now I'm surrounded by dogs. Oh. Got one crawling up my arm right now. Not while I'm gaming, my friends. My little furry friends. Hi, Bailey. Yes, I see you. Please don't lick my hands. I'm trying to game. Can you come over here, please? Come over here. Out from underneath the desk. Thank you. Yes. Should we do a dog cam? Let's do dog cam. So the brindle guy, that's my guy. Brick. That's Brick. Then the little one, that's Luna. And then Bailey. Bailey, come here. Come here. Bailey, come here. Nope, not up. Ah! She's trying to take away my controller. And then this one's Bailey. There. Now they're internet famous. Oh, okay. All right, back to the drills. Hot, hot. Now, if we do end up going with a tackle and moving some guys around, this work with Carmichael here, probably not warranted. Oh my gosh. As you can see, not the most agile guy. We're getting it done. There's Bronze. Oh my gosh, he is really struggling to keep up. It's definitely him, not me. Oh my goodness. The fact that we went through all that and didn't hit the quarterback is kind of shocking. Okay, well, we got gold. Man. It's really nice when you just get a few in a row, but he was flying. But you never know. Maybe he gets a dev trade upgrade. He goes up to star dev. Maybe now all of a sudden it's worth it. All right, so we also have to get Dorian Graham, this wide receiver. Need to get him an average of 3 catches a game. It shouldn't be too difficult, except for we don't have that many pass attempts per game. And we also have to get Malik Neighbors a bunch of yards. I think we can manage. We can force feed the ball if we have to. Okay, there's Silver. Nice little one-handed catch on the sideline. And now we just need a couple catches. Okay. And I know we have had a lot of drills so far. I will say, if you guys want to, like, it's not going to hurt my feelings if you watch the VOD and just fast forward through this part if you just want to get to the games. That's fine. I don't have time to record videos and edit all this out. And it's just as fun for me to just sit here and talk about football and what's going on. And talk about the game while I'm doing drills. So if you want to fast forward, that's fine. But we're almost to our first game. It also didn't help that we had a bye week, so we just had a game, like a whole week of just going through storylines and all that. Doesn't bother me. Hope it doesn't bother you. I didn't realize how tiny Fields is. A rookie outside linebacker. Not getting, or maybe he's a starter. I don't think he's a starter. No, I don't think he is. But he'll probably be starting next year. And that's why we do this. Dev trait upgrade for the rookie. Heck yes. See, this is why it's worth it. We were just talking about that earlier, how sometimes you get lucky. Free dev trait upgrade for the rookie. So he goes from normal now to star dev, and now it's worth it, right? All right, let's set our weekly game plan here. That was nice. All right, so what was it? 125 yards rushing was what we were shooting for our little storyline. Let's try and get 350 offensive yards. I feel like our offense, that's really not a problem anymore. And how about let's win the turnover battle? Although J.J. McCarthy, now I think we saw he's a 95 overall. So our defense is going to be tested. We have a top 5 defense and a top 5 offense. Just checking for injuries. None on defense. On offense, dislocated shoulder for Joey Hawley. So our starting running back, we had a goal. He was supposed to get 125 yards rushing. Obviously, he can't because he has a dislocated shoulder. That is brutal. Dang. Okay. So our superstar X Factor running back is now out. Hopefully for just one game. It's a dislocated shoulder, so I don't know exactly what that means. Okay, just 1 week. Now, maybe it was season 1, season 2, I don't remember which one. There was a player who was injured, and he had multiple weeks where he was supposed to have achieve certain goals, and he was injured for like 6 weeks, and the game just kept pretending he was playing and kept giving him the goals anyway. So like I hope it's the same here. New ability slot for Holly. So we have goal line back, reach for it, jukebox, and return man. I don't think we need return man. Steamroller. Steerable spin moves. We never really spin that much. Avoid stumbling when carrying the ball. Oh, here we go. Human joystick. Ball carriers with this ability can quickly shift momentum, change direction, and turn the corner without sacrificing speed. I feel like that is going to be massive. We can also change jukebox to evasive, so we have steerable juke and spin animations. So we kind of get 2 for 1 there. Unfortunately, we won't get to try it in the game because he's now injured for a week with a dislocated shoulder. Hutchinson with an upgrade, now up to a 93 overall. Awareness, play action, throw accuracy deep, and throw accuracy mid all go up by 1. Okay. How is he doing this season? 13 TDs, 8 interceptions. So the interceptions obviously way down. Touchdowns, not so much. Yards per game, down by 10. I mean, if we wanted to go to like an all spread, style offense and just throw the ball, 30 times a game, we certainly could. But we've had so much success running the ball. I don't think we need to. Rare upgrade for Evan Neal. He's actually way well rounded than I thought he was. So we'll just go with whatever the scheme fit is. +2 lead block is nice. Steve Ramirez, I think he needs, let's see, only 78 pass block. Yeah, let's try and work his power a little bit. He's a scheme fit by a mile, so I think we can start working those other attributes. +2 to run block is really, really nice. The rookie, do we know his dev trait yet? Star. Okay. I didn't think it was superstar, but not bad, not bad. We are working on him to become our starting slot receiver. Malik Neighbors on the outside, Dorian Graham in the slot, I think would be absolutely brutal for defenses. So we'll work on that. So many upgrades this week. But I guess we have had a bye week where we did a bunch of drills, and this week we did a bunch of drills. So I guess it makes sense. The kicker with an upgrade. Love to see it. We'll do power, and it will not upgrade his kick power at all. There we go. +2 to kick accuracy. Oh, the dogs. Bark, bark, bark. Andrew Phillips. +3 to man. What's his man coverage up? 81. He might be worth keeping around. I think he's actually on the list of people to sign. Yeah, there's really no point in investing in power finesse moves. He's just not a rusher. He's strictly a cover guy. 78 zone and 68 man for an outside linebacker is really good. We might move him to inside backer. Only 6 foot 220, so he's kind of small too. We could, I think it said he had 90 speed. We could actually look at maybe moving him to safety if we had to. He has he would not be a great safety, but he wouldn't be a bad one by any means. Yes. Pass blocker has to come up, only a 59 overall. +2 to pass block power, I guess that's okay. So many upgrades. The rest of these guys are all just backups, so we'll auto upgrade them. I'm assuming it'll probably just automatically pick the scheme fit for those guys. But here we go. So after quite a long introduction, we finally get to face off against the Vikings. They have a very good offense. Apparently their defense is lacking a little bit. But we'll see how we do. Again, we had a goal, like not a personal goal, but the game gave us a goal to get 125 rushing yards with Joey Hawley. He then proceeded to dislocate his shoulder in practice. And so I don't know what's going to happen there, but I guess if anything, we can focus on getting those catches for Neighbors. Maybe get some rushes for Neighbors as well, because that's a goal he's supposed to have. Also realize we need to change the depth chart because we have to have the backup quarterback in. Otherwise, we can't run the offensive lineman drills because that's broken. So we move Hutchinson back, and it looks like Nwangwu, who actually IRL this week got a kick return touchdown for the Giants. He'll make the start today at running back. And let's see what we can do here against the 3-7 Vikings. I said, I think we're okay to spread it out. We need to get Graham some touches. And really no one open. That was really good coverage. By the defense there. Theo Johnson uncovered in the slot. I like to see that. And we got him. Just no one covers the slot. Can he outrun the safety? Down to the 1, and that is a touchdown. A huge strike for this offense. They left him uncovered. We made the adjustment because originally he was running more of a post route. We throw over his left shoulder, lead him. Great throw and catch. Huge play. You love to see it. So just 2 plays, 77 yards for the opening score. I will take it. All right, J.J. McCarthy, heck of a season. 2,300 yards, 21 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and they've only won 3 games. I can only assume that their record is so poor because their defense is so poor. Or maybe their offensive line, as Ojulari gets past the right tackle. And on the opening play, takes down McCarthy, who is pretty upset and going after the guy who didn't sack him, then fist bumps the guy who did. I don't understand that. But nonetheless, huge play, loss of 12 yards on the opening play of the game. And they're going to come back with a run up the middle. Absolutely shut down. Not sure who the running back is. Robinson. Okay. Uh-oh. Ojolari closing it again. McCarthy takes off, feeling the pressure from behind, and runs right into the rookie, Dakota Boss, making his presence felt. So that is now 3 weeks in a row where the rookie gets a sack. You'll love to see it. And that's been I feel like a big change. Last year to this year, we really struggled at times to get pressure. I think over the course of the year, we had a pretty successful year rushing the passer. But at times, we really struggled to get pressure. And this year, it has been much more consistent. Johnson again uncovered in the slot. We'll streak him. We had him uncovered, but we do have to kind of force feed the rookie Graham the football because the game tells us we have to. So we will. We've got a pretty light box here, so we're going to audible over to a run. Nice 6-yard gain for the first. It's nice that we are alleviated from the pressure of having to get 125 yards with Holly, because again, he's out with injury. Ooh, behind Malik Neighbors. Not the best throw, but a great adjustment and a good catch. The first player that I've actually played with in a while that has reached the 99 overall club. We will audible again to a run. Light box, good blocks. And Tyrone Tracy with the carry gets us another first down. Let's go back to that same play, I think, and see if we get a different look. We do. Mike linebacker sitting there. Let's streak Neighbors and Hyatt. Get Graham crossing underneath. They run with both. That leaves Graham wide open underneath. And we are cruising down the field. And now I think I know why Minnesota is only 3-7. Let's go with a run here again. Not the best blocking. A nice juke from Tracy. Managed to get out of the way of the first defender, but the second one coming in to clean up the tackle. Again, Graham across the field. Let's get Johnson on a slant. So we're going X circle R1. And we got Johnson again. The big tight end with now his second touchdown receiving of the game. Making it look easy against this porous Vikings defense. En route to a very fast 14-0 lead. However, all that said, we know that the weapons that the Vikings possess, assuming here in year 4 that Minnesota still has Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I see Hawkinson is on the field now. but they certainly have a number of offensive weapons. Robinson on the carry, gain of 3, so at least positive yards for the Vikings. As last drive, they pretty much only went backwards. They're going to go play action this time, and McCarthy's just going to throw it away. Okay. On 3rd and 7, I think we're safe to pass commit here. Throw over the middle, and that is a beautiful diving catch by Streets. Streets. That is a draft pick, if I am not mistaken. Zach Streets, second-year man, 83 overall, only 89 speed, so it doesn't really align with Jefferson. And, well, I guess Addison's not that fast anymore either. Did they really only give Justin Jefferson 92 speed? That feels a little disrespectful, but the young kid, despite the lack of speed, coming down with a amazing diving catch over the middle. Again, talking about the good weapons that the Vikings have. Their offense rating overall was like a 90. They go with the jet sweep, shut down quickly by Kayvon Thibodeau. He's come on in the latter part of this year, making some impacts. Had that game with 2 pick sixes and a sack. One defensive NFC Defensive Player of the Week that week, for good reason. I think that's Streets again with the catch over the middle. Broke one tackle, but then brought down shortly after. Now 3rd and 5. I'm actually liking a blitz in this situation. Let's go with the nickel blitz. Press coverage. And they go with the quick out. Good route. Coverage was relatively close, but Jordan Addison made the catch and gets the first down. So Vikings putting together a pretty good drive here. Let's see what our defense can do here on 1st and 10. The start of the second quarter. Almost a sack by McCarthy by Azeez Ojulari. McCarthy took a hit as he threw the ball, dumped it out to the flat, gained of 2. Oh my goodness, another short pass over the middle and just blatantly dropped. No one around him. Not sure what happened there. But McCarthy delivering a good football. And McCarthy taking off again. Bowden closes in. We have a spy on the field. And Minnesota will go for the 54-yard field goal. It is up, and it is way offline. Uncharacteristic miss from the CPU. We are playing on all Madden. We are in all Madden, and I think I actually have the kicker's accuracy boosted on the sliders. So it's quickly becoming an uncompetitive game. Hopefully the Vikings can get it together. We go underneath again. Trying to get Dorian Graham his catches to appease the storyline gods. Nice soft box here. Let's give Tyrone Tracy another carry. Okay. He gains a few. And I think on 3rd and 2, we can just go back under center and just pound the ball right at him. In our pregame meeting, that's what we said we could do. It said their defensive tackles were pretty weak, but they were pretty stout there. On the 50, fourth and 3, we are going to be aggressive and we are going to go for it. And we get hit as we throw. And that is a turnover on downs. I don't know if that was a blitz in that spot, but we got hit very, very quickly. Let's take a look. Who comes through? Oh, the right guard. Nichols. Why is Nichols starting a right guard? That's not supposed to be the starter there. Supposed to be Schmitz. I don't know why he's not. The depth charts sometimes I feel like just get messed with. I don't know why. All right, so he gives up a hit on the quarterback in the throw. We turn the ball over on downs. Maybe this is an opportunity. I mean, certainly is an opportunity for the Vikings taking the ball over right on the 50-yard line. And that is somehow completed. Really good tight man coverage. With a beautiful throw by McCarthy. And a great catch in traffic. Uh-oh. And man-on-man, Justin Jefferson absolutely cooks down the sideline. No safety help. There should have been. It's a cover. We have 2 deep safeties. Our safety just does not react in time. I think that's BJ Stump who gets cooked. I mean, what are you going to do? Justin Jefferson is going to make plays like that. But we can make a play of our own! Andrew Phillips coming. No, stop barking. Holy. Andrew Phillips coming around the edge. It's either Phillips or Newman, I'm not sure. But no extra point for the Vikings, which could prove to be impactful. We'll see. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. I've liked our offensive attack so far. Been stretching the ball down the field. Vikings have had some miscues, certainly, from their end. And Johnson, obviously having a big day. The one, 70-yard touchdown pass on the first drive. Closing in on 100 yards receiving. And a lot of underneath passes to Dorian Graham. They did give us a goal to get him averaging 3 catches per game. So we've been making a true concerted effort to force the football in his hands. But given the fact that Malik Neighbors is lining up in the slot, we're just basically running a lot of drags with him. It's working, so might as well just keep doing it, right? And it looks like we have one-on-one on the outside here. Let's leave Tracy in the block. That could be a blitz on the left side. Hyatt and Graham on the outside. We're going to give Hyatt a shot. Ball's overthrown, but I like I like the fact that we're stretching the field. Find ourselves again on the 50-yard line. 3rd and 4. Johnson uncovered. Oh, man, and a beautiful little hole shot to Malik Neighbors. There was a very, very tight window to fit that ball in, and we just did. Only 6 seconds left until the 2-minute warning, so we'll let the clock tick down here. Now 2 minutes left. We still have all 3 timeouts, so that's not really a huge concern. We had Hyatt for a touchdown, but Hutchinson gets hit as he throws again. Not a whole lot of time to throw. Who was it this time? It was the right guard again, but this time it is the guy who should be starting. But right as we go to throw, Hyatt's breaking free. We throw it over here. We have a touchdown. Tough break. Nice out route by Malik Neighbors. Beautiful catch on the sideline. Gets the feet in bounds before he's pushed out of bounds. And now 1:53 on the clock. We're on the 17. I think we can take a couple runs, take some time off the clock. Try and keep J.J. McCarthy from getting a touchdown of his own, but maybe a little bit too successful. As Kinye Nwangu, oh my God. Almost takes it himself. Let's go with the dive. Big hole. And absolutely smothered on the goal line. I feel like that's a challenge. I don't like that at all. We're going to go back to it. And once again, we're shut down. We'll call our first time out here. I am now determined to run the ball in the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 1. And there we go. So it takes us a few tries, but we finally get it done with Kinye. It's been a while since we've seen his name scoring a touchdown. A la back to season 1, I guess, where we picked him out of free agency. He was our number 1 back, and he was good in that role. But we end up drafting a superstar X-Factor rookie, so obviously he gets the start. But it's good to see now the veteran getting the ball and getting the ball back into the end zone. We take a 21-6 lead against the Minnesota Vikings to presumably close out the first half. I am assuming that Minnesota will at least try to get a field goal or something out of this. They come out 4 wide, 1 back set, and they keep the ball on the ground. And they actually have a huge hole. And now they're definitely looking like they could easily get at least a field goal. You know, we're in a quarter set anticipating a pass. We pass commit as well. We're pass committing here again. And they run the ball again. Okay. Obviously, we don't want to be giving up huge chunk plays on the ground, but I'm still going to pass commit. Like, they are eating their timeouts here. There's a quick out. And Hawkinson taken down inbounds, forcing Minnesota to take another timeout. Now 11 seconds left on the clock. If they don't get out of bounds or this is an incomplete pass, they will not be able to get a field goal. But great throw and catch by Addison. Good awareness by Addison to get out of bounds. And now with 5 seconds left, they will elect to take the field goal. We did block the extra point with Andrew Phillips previously. Could we get 2 blocks in one game? Doesn't look like it. All right. So, I mean, honestly, that's a really good drive by Minnesota. They had 26 seconds. They get down to the 10-ish yard line, get a field goal out of it. I don't think we're going to force anything. We're just going to hand off the ball, go into the second half with a nice lead. Okay. So a good first half. We played clean football, no turnovers from either team. Had some successful runs. Passing game looked pretty good. Defense looked pretty solid. We had TFLs, we had sacks. No turnovers yet from either team, but we'll see. We got burned pretty bad in man against Justin Jefferson, so I think we do lean more towards a zone look. Just try and keep these really talented Minnesota wide receivers in front, and for good reason, as Jefferson again makes a huge catch down the field in front of the safety. Might need to go with a nickel instead. We will go to the nickel here. Extra DB on the field. Fake the jet sweep and go with the inside carry. Solid gain of 5 on the play there. The Vikings score a touchdown. It's actually a pretty close game. Hawkinson with the catch over the middle. I feel like we do perform better in man-to-man coverage. But after getting cooked earlier in the game by Jefferson, I'm a little tentative. We're going to go with a nickel blitz here. We are going to press. Over the middle again to Hawkinson. We have guys around him, but no one's seemingly aware that the ball is in the air. Second and inches, we know that this could be a deep shot. We're going to bring 6. Pressure's there. But no one can beat a one-on-one. All right, who gets picked up by the running back here? Azeez Ojulari, one-on-one with a running back. One of arguably one of the best pass rushers in the league. I guess Robinson is just a phenomenal pass blocker. Ends up holding him back. Gives McCarthy just enough time. And it's a 5-point game. Vikings making a bit of the comeback. Their offense has been good pretty much throughout. Their first drive was really bad. But outside of that, they've had some really successful drives. Excuse me. Now, a 5-point game, our offense needs to get something going. We've been hit as we've been throwing in a couple really crucial situations that have really held us back. And we have been stopped repeatedly on the 50-yard line. But we certainly haven't been lacking on offense. We have plenty of yards through the air and on the ground. That flag was right off the rip. I feel like that can't be a holding. Okay, so we get the offsides. We'll take the yardage. And Malik Neighbors in the zone, which I feel like is kind of rare for some reason for someone that we get the ball to a lot. Well, let's see if we can get the ball to him here. We try to get the ball to him, but again, hit as we throw. The Vikings pass rush has really kept them in the game, and it's not been sacks. It's just all opportune moments. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Tipped just at the last moment. And not really in a position to go for it here. So we will punt. Decent enough punt. And Minnesota in a position to take the lead here with a touchdown. Our defense started off the day getting a ton of pressure on McCarthy, and just have not been able to thus far. After literally bragging about the team's ability to get consistent pressure throughout the year in the first quarter, but now, for whatever reason, just can't seem to get anything going. And that's a one-handed catch. I just don't think we can stick with man. Justin Jefferson is just killing us right now. They try to set the screen pass. I think they had it. Luckily, it seemed like a very, very slow developing wide receiver screen. But luckily, we do end up getting pressure. We go play action. Another underneath dump off. That's a first down. Over the middle, big hit by Okereke. Receiver holds on there. And they are just